the super delicious cereal presents The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, in the apartment of Mr. Jones, the cunning arch-criminal is seeking to loose the terrible power of Kryptonite against the Man of Steel. Plotting to destroy Superman, Mr. Jones, the sinister leader of the Crescent and Star gang, set a deadly trap for the Man of Steel. Locating the chemist who had worked with the late Atom Man, Mr. Jones had him dissolve a small amount of kryptonite, the strange green glowing element which robs Superman of all his strength. The solution was then dyed the color of ink and placed in an ordinary ink bottle. As we continue now, Superman has come to the home of Mr. Jones's twin brother, a kindly music teacher named Algernon Phillips, who was named by Mr. Jones to negotiate with Superman for the return of the 2 stolen pieces of kryptonite. As his friends Batman and Robin wait anxiously outside in the darkness, Superman enters Mr. Phillips' music studio, unaware that the slender, scholarly man facing him is in reality Mr. Jones, who is impersonating his twin brother, and that the sealed, harmless-looking ink bottle on the desk contains deadly kryptonite. Listen.
Let's get right down to business, Mr. Phillips. Your brother said he has the 2 stolen pieces of kryptonite, and he's willing to turn them over to me for a price.
That's right.
What's his price?
One moment, please. My brother insisted that before we discuss the details, I must be convinced beyond doubt that you are Superman.
What do I look like? Little Orphan Annie?
Oh, please understand me, sir. It's not I who am suspicious. I am placed in the unhappy position of having to represent a miserable criminal who happens to be my own brother. He suggests that a police officer, for example, could secure such a costume as the one you wear.
I see. All right, what do you want me to do?
Well, my brother suggested a test.
What is it?
He said that if you really are Superman, you would have no difficulty in lifting my grand piano.
Oh, that's easy.
One moment.
Yes?
And sustaining it and yourself in midair.
All right. Watch closely, Mr. Phillips. First, I'll lift the piano like this.
Good heavens! Why, you lifted it as easily as you would a toy.
Now, up to the ceiling. Up!
My word! You did it.
Satisfied, Mr. Phillips? Or would you like me to stay up here and play chopsticks on the piano?
Oh, dear, no. I'm quite satisfied. Come down at once, please, and don't drop the piano.
Right. Down! I believe the piano stood right here. Now, if you're convinced I'm Superman, we can... What's the matter with you? You're shivering.
Well, you created quite a draft, flying up and down. I'm fighting a cold at the moment, so if you don't mind, here, I'll take a throat lozenge. May I offer you one?
No, thanks. That's funny.
What is?
The other night, Christmas Eve, you were out in the snow without a hat. You said you never took cold.
Did I now? Well, pride goeth before a fall, Superman. Perhaps I spoke too hastily. Or perhaps I'm not as young as I used to be. But I know you're anxious to get this business over with, and frankly, so am I. It's most distasteful for me to realize I'm representing a criminal, even if he is my own blood brother.
Yes, well...
Perhaps I should make my brother's position clear first, so that you'll be able to understand the reason for his turn.
Go ahead.
Thank you. You see, my brother suffered an unfortunate accident during his college days, and he was never the same after that. He acquired a quite morbid fear of death, for one thing.
But not of murder.
No, unfortunately. Well, since you discovered the hideout of his Crescent and Star organization and got on his track and then discovered that he'd shot the Scarlet Widow, he is mortally afraid that you will eventually trace him and turn him over to the police, who'll put him in the electric chair.
He's not kidding.
It's because of that he's willing to give up the 2 stolen pieces of kryptonite.
I don't get it. What do you mean?
Well, my brother wishes to live out the rest of his allotted days in safety and security. He has plenty of money.
Now, wait a minute. If you mean he wants to trade the kryptonite for his freedom, nothing doing. He's guilty of murder and heaven knows how many other crimes. The police will never dream of making a bargain with him.
He isn't thinking of the police, but of you.
Me?
Yes. He says he's willing to take his chances with the police. He's outwitted them times without number in the past, and He feels that he can do so again. But he's afraid he may not be able to outwit you.
So that's it. He wants me to promise to let him alone.
Yes. In return for which, he'll turn over the kryptonite to you. Here, I have pen and ink right here. If you'll sign an agreement...
Just a moment, Mr. Phillips.
We can make it a very simple agreement. My brother says he knows that your word is your bond. Here, I just open this bottle of ink.
Come back here.
But
I don't intend to sign any such agreement.
Oh, you don't?
No. I realize how great a danger the kryptonite is to me, but...
And to the rest of the world, Superman. Don't forget the Atom Man.
We'll take our chances on that.
That...
I will not do business with a crook and a murderer.
That is your last word?
It is. Now I'll say good night.
One moment, please.
Yes?
I wonder if you would object to putting your refusal in writing.
Why, what's the idea?
To save my life.
What do you mean?
Well, my brother knows I undertook this task most unwillingly. He also knows that I attempted to help the police trap him the other evening. He was sure you'd accept his offer at once, and when I tell him you refused, well, he may not believe me.
I see. All right. I'll write no and sign it. Will that do?
Oh, yes, and I'll be very grateful. I have paper in this drawer. I really think you're making a mistake, Superman.
Well, we all have to stand or fall by our own decisions.
I'm afraid that you're going to fall.
What do you mean?
My brother's a very dangerous man. I don't think you quite realize that.
Oh, yes, I do. But your brother doesn't realize that crime doesn't pay. He's going to learn that. Now, is this the paper you want me to write on?
If you please.
Very well.
I'm afraid I'm a bit old-fashioned. I don't have a fountain pen.
Oh, this straight pen looks all right.
It is. And I just got this new bottle of ink. Here, I'll open it for you.
I'll open it.
Oh, don't bother. I can manage it. There we are. Now then.
His face turned from Superman, Mr. Jones allows a crooked smile of triumph to part his thin lips as he pulls the stopper from the ink bottle containing the dissolved kryptonite. We'll return in a moment for the exciting climax of today's episode. Posing as his twin brother, the choir leader, Mr. Jones offered to trade the kryptonite for Superman's promise not to search for him thereafter. When the Man of Steel refused, Mr. Jones asked him to put his refusal in writing. And when Superman agreed, the cunning gang leader opened what appeared to be a bottle of ink, but which actually contained some of the deadly kryptonite, which had been dissolved and dyed black. As we continue now, Superman, reaching for the pen, has suddenly paled and staggered.
What?
What's the matter, Superman?
I don't know. I feel funny.
Really?
Yes. I'm weak. As if
what? Shall I get you a glass of water?
Yes, please. I'll just sit down. Oh, I can't understand. Wait. I feel the same way I did when I was in the presence of the kryptonite.
Do you really?
What are you grinning at? Wait. I know. There's kryptonite in this room.
There is indeed.
Of course. The ink. The kryptonite was dissolved, dyed the color of ink.
How clever you are, Superman.
Oh, devil, I get it now. You're not Phillips. You're Jones.
Right again. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll make a short phone call, and then we'll be on our way. Both of us.
What do you mean?
Tara is close by. He'll be here directly with a... all right, Tara. I'm ready for you. Tara will be here in a moment or two. Then we can go to Mont George.
Mont George?
Yes, to Project 3.
What?
Where we have some excellent equipment. Excellent for our purpose.
What purpose?
Why, your destruction, of course, Superman.
You're mad. You can't kill me.
You're wrong, my friend. Very wrong.
No.
We know why the Atom Man, with all his atomic power, couldn't finish you. But we can.
You're mad. Batman!
I know Batman is outside.
Help.
But he can't see you or hear you. And he can't help you.
Batman.
Nobody can help you. Just a minute.
Batman!
Tara.
Batman.
Come in, Tara. And bring that stretcher in with you. Our friend is all ready for his little trip. His last trip in this world.
Helpless, unable to move under the spell of the kryptonite, Superman sees the turbaned Hindu boy and a burly companion enter through the back door of the apartment with Mr. Jones, dragging a stretcher behind them. What will happen? Batman and Robin are outside. Is there any chance that they can intervene to save Superman before he's taken to the mysterious Project 3 on Mount George? Well, don't miss tomorrow's exciting episode, fellows and girls. Superman is in real danger of his life. So tune in tomorrow, same time, same station, for the adventures of Superman.
Say, gang, you'll get a bang out of this. Kellogg's Variety is back. That's the grand 10-package assortment of 6 swell Kellogg cereals. Makes breakfast more fun than a picnic. Makes it easy for Mom, too. No dishes to wash, thanks to the new Kell Bowl Pack. You can eat right out of it. What's more, these generous packages are great for lunch boxes and outings. So ask Mom to hurry and get Kellogg's Variety at the grocer's her very first chance. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Fearful for his safety while Superman is alive, Mr. Jones, the cunning leader of the Crescent and Star gang, allied himself with a powerful racketeer called the Lapper, who had one of the 2 stolen pieces of kryptonite, the strange green glowing element which robbed Superman of his strength. Jones had a small portion of the element dissolved and dyed the color of ink and placed in an ordinary-looking ink bottle. Then, posing as his twin brother, the kindly music teacher, he pretended to negotiate with Superman for the kryptonite. Suddenly, he removed the stopper of the ink bottle, and as the emanations of the deadly element reached him, the Man of Steel became dazed and helpless. As we continue now, it is 8:30 of a dark, moonless night, and outside the apartment house in which Superman has been trapped, his friends Batman and Robin wait. Listen.
Oh, I don't like this, Robin. Superman's been in there half an hour already.
Stop worrying, Batman.
I can't.
Well, if you have to worry, do it while we walk, will you? It's too cold to stand still on this snow.
You walk if you want to. I'm going to stand right here where I can see both entrances to the apartment.
Both entrances?
Right, the front and the rear. All right. Come on, Robin.
Oh, decided to walk after all?
Just as far as the front entrance hall. Here we are. Inside, come on.
Ah, we wait in here where it's warm, huh?
Nope. We find the bell. We want on the wall there. And we'll ring it.
Wait a minute,
I'm not waiting any longer. I didn't like the setup from the beginning. I like it less every minute. Let's see. Now, here we are. Algernon Phillips. First floor front. Now I'll give him a ring.
We can't ask him if Superman is all right. He'll think we're nuts.
We'll tell him we're from the gas company or something.
And these costumes?
And never mind that. Why doesn't he answer?
Are you sure the bell is working?
Yes. I can hear it through the speaking tube.
Ring it again.
That's what I'm doing. Something's wrong, Robin. Come on.
Where?
Around the back way. As I remember, there's a transom over the back door.
Say, you have got the jitters.
There's a crawly feeling I always get on the back of my neck when there's danger.
Will you please tell me how Superman could be in danger with Algernon, the music teacher? He's a mouse.
He's Jones's brother, and Jones is a rat. Also, he's got the kryptonite. Now, here are the stairs.
I see them.
Oh, good. The transom's open a crack. I'll boost you up, and you take a look-see.
Okay, but we're wasting our time.
We'll find out. All right. Up you go.
Check.
Can you see?
Just a minute. Yeah, now I can. Hey, that's funny.
What?
Nobody's home.
You sure?
Positive. Can see the whole layout. There's just a little kitchenette in the music studio. The lights are on, but Superman isn't there. Or Algernon either.
Oh, all right, come on down.
How do you add this up, Batman?
I don't know. They couldn't have left the studio without our seeing them. I was watching both entrances.
Maybe Superman left by a window and took Algernon with him.
No. The only windows are the 3 in front of the studio. We would have seen them. Now, where... Wait a minute. Of course, come on.
Of course what?
There's a door to the basement under these stairs. You see?
Sure enough.
Here we... Uh-oh. On the double, Robin.
What gives?
There's Mr. Jones in the alley.
Hey, what's that?
Jones, he got away.
In an ambulance. You sure it was Jones?
Jones or his twin brother with 2 other men. Put someone else on a stretcher into an ambulance.
Gosh, who do you suppose that was?
Well, it could have been Superman.
Superman?
Yes. Hey, here comes a truck. Hop in the middle of the alley and flag it.
Good idea. We'll chase the ambulance.
Right. Okay. Hop in, Robin.
Hey, what's the matter? You fellas are stand in front of the truck. Hey, what kind of clothes you got on?
Never mind that, buddy. Quick. Follow those twin tail lights up the alley. Hurry.
No, sorry. I'm tired from a work all the day. I'm a fed with a
$100 will rest you up nicely, won't it?
$100?
That's right. Catch that ambulance, and the $100 is yours. Now get going.
Mamma mia. Why you don't say that in the first place? Hang on now.
Step on it, will you? We gotta get to that street before they're out of sight.
For $100, I'm a catch him, you betcha.
If this jalopy holds together, you mean? We would draw a coffee grinder like this in a pinch, Batman.
Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, chum. The ambulance turned right going out the alley, didn't it?
Yes.
Well, better turn right here.
Okay, you betcha.
I don't see the ambulance.
Yes, I hear it. Yeah, the siren, I hear it. Come on, step on it, Tony.
Hey, how do you know my name's Tony?
I'm psychic that way. Can't you get any more speed out of this buggy?
I'm allowed to know, but I'm gonna try. Hey, you hold on to your hatch. Ain't got no springs left in the body.
I practically got no body left. But let her rip, Tony. Boy, what a wild ride. You got any idea where we are, Batman?
Yes. This is the Mount George Road. And look, Robin. There goes the ambulance up the mountain.
Uh-huh. What do you suppose they're going up to that deserted neck of the woods for?
I don't know. Except it's for no good. Hey, Tony. Do you think your truck can climb that mountain?
My truck, she's a climber anything, even a telegraph pole.
It had better. If we get stuck out here, we're done for. This is no man's land.
I'ma tell you, don't worry. This one fine truck, you betcha my life.
I'm sure it was back in 1915.
Wait a minute. She's a plenty good right now. She's a got a she's a...
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's the matter?
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth, Tony.
Hey, something's the matter with my truck.
Don't look now, but I think we're sliding back downhill.
Oh, Mommy.
Come on, Tony, come on. Get her started again.
I'm afraid this is a dead pigeon, Batman.
Something's the matter with my truck. Come on!
Hurry, man, hurry. That ambulance is almost out of sight.
Oh, that's all, brother.
Oh, the battery's finished. Dead as a doornail.
Uh-huh. Now what do we do?
I'm not to know, gentlemen. I'm afraid that Tony's a truck. She's a finish.
Dismayed, Batman and Robin sit in the disabled vegetable truck, watching the taillights of the ambulance disappear at the top of Mount George, and hearing its siren wail as if in grim irony. We'll return in a moment for the startling climax of today's episode. In a low rectangular building of stone and steel at the top of Mount George, 60 miles from Metropolis, a strange scene is taking place. A vast laboratory below a domed skylight contains a huge, round, furnace-like object about 10 feet high with steel walls 3 feet thick. Just behind it is a glass-enclosed giant control board, gleaming with dials and small levers. Standing beside it, dwarfed by its size, are a short, dapper Japanese and the slender, scholarly Mr. Jones. Behind them, flanked by Tara, Mr. Jones's Hindu boy servant, and two burly men, Superman, barely conscious, lies on a stretcher on the stone floor. His eyes are glazed, and he is kept powerless to move by Tara, who passes the ink bottle containing the kryptonite solution under the Man of Steel's nose at regular intervals. Mr. Jones is speaking.
Everything is ready, Professor Noshima.
Yes, Mr. Jones. The Lopez men easily conquered the few guards who are here.
How about the cyclotron?
It is in excellent condition.
Good. Now, you're certain you can finish Superman?
Of course, Mr. Jones. As I explained, the Ataman failed to destroy him because the nuclear fission was not properly controlled. What I have done is to prepare a moderator of graphite in the kryptonite given me by the Waffen. The moderator will slow up fission just enough to ensure a chain reaction.
And that will finish Superman?
Completely. He will be disintegrated.
You're certain of this? You can't possibly be mistaken?
Not possibly.
Good, Professor Noshima. Excellent. With Superman dead, we will be safe. Then we will get the other piece of kryptonite from the vulture. And you know what we will do then.
I do indeed, Mr. Jones.
And let's get this over with. Go to work, Noshima.
Very well. You, gentlemen, play Superman in the cyclotron, please. Here, I will open the funnel for you.
Hurry! Tara! Marco!
Okay, Mr. Jones.
Oh, don't. You can't do it.
The great Superman!
No.
This is the end of you, my friend.
You can't do it, Jones. You can't get in there. Push, Tara.
He's inside.
Yes. I will now close the cyclotron. Like this. Now, if you will sit beside me at the control board, Mr. Jones, the X-ray machine will permit you to see the end of Superman.
Fine, Noshima. Fine.
So, we begin the fission of the Kryptonite. In just one moment now, you will see the utter destruction of Superman.
His evil face twisted into one of his rare gloating smiles, Mr. Jones sits at the huge control board of the cyclotron beside the Japanese scientist, Professor Noshima, and waits for the destruction of his greatest enemy. In one moment, the terrible chain reaction of the kryptonite, described by Noshima, will begin. Has the Man of Steel finally come to the end of his great career on Earth? Fellows and girls, Monday's episode is amazing and thrilling, so don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station, and follow the adventures of Superman. Resolved to ensure his own safety by eliminating Superman, Mr. Jones, the sinister and mysterious leader of the Crescent and Star Gang, obtained possession of a piece of kryptonite, the rare and deadly element which, because of some curious chemical action, robbed Superman of all his great strength. By a clever ruse, Mr. Jones lured the Man of Steel into the presence of the kryptonite, and once dazed and helpless, he was taken to a laboratory on a mountain near Metropolis. Meanwhile, the truck in which Batman and Robin were trailing Mr. Jones broke down at the foot of the mountain. As we continue now, Superman's half-conscious body has been placed in a huge oven-like cyclotron, a machine used for smashing atoms. Seated at the cyclotron control board with Mr. Jones is Professor Noshima, a Japanese expert on atomics. He slowly turns a dial, and a low, eerie hum rises from the monstrous machine. Listen.
In a very few minutes, Mr. Jones, the nuclear fission of the kryptonite will begin, and that will be the end of Superman.
You're sure, Noshima?
I am positive. The piece of kryptonite you gave me is the most radioactive element in existence. When its atoms are bombarded, it releases 100-fold more neutrons than even U-235 or plutonium. Nothing on Earth can withstand its force.
That's what the Germans thought when they created their Atom Man. But it didn't work. Superman survived.
I have told you they made one mistake.
You told me, but frankly, I didn't understand you. This is all Greek to me.
It is really quite simple. When the atom is smashed and the neutrons are permitted to escape, they must escape in what is called a fission or a chain, just as machine gun bullets escape from the muzzle of a gun one after the other.
Yes, I see.
The Germans, in creating their atomic man, did not provide for a continuous chain reaction. Therefore, the bombardment of Superman's body was not complete.
And in this machine, it will be?
Yes.
What's that?
The heat is expanding the kryptonite and feeding it into position. In a moment or two, the atomic reaction will begin. You wish to observe it?
You mean I can actually watch Superman being destroyed?
Yes. Here, put these dark glasses on. They will protect your eyes from the blinding light which will soon develop.
All right.
Now, look directly at the glass panel on the control board. At intervals, a bell will ring, and you will see reflected on the panel exactly what is going on within the cyclotron. There, it begins.
Yes, I see him. He's on his hands and knees.
He is struggling against the atomic reaction.
What are those strange green flashes? Like miniature lightning.
Those are the beta rays of the kryptonite. Watch closely now. In less than a minute, you will see...
No, wait!
Who is that?
Jones! Jones!
It's the Lapa. Don't bother us now, Lapa. We're in the middle of a...
Turn off that thing! I've got to talk to you.
Not now.
Turn it off, I said. There's trouble.
Trouble? And turn it off, Noshima.
Very well, Mr. Jones.
Now, what is it, Lapa? Why didn't you close the door? You know how sensitive I am to drafts. Now I'll have to spray my throat.
Stop wasting time with that spray bottle and listen.
I'm listening. I don't want to catch pneumonia.
Maybe that'd be better than the electric chair.
Electric chair?
What are you talking about?
Do you remember that truck you said was following you out here tonight?
I said I thought it was following us. I was mistaken. It turned off at the foot of the mountain.
That's what you think. It parked down there with its lights out.
It did?
Yes. Your boys, Tara and Marco, started down to look it over. I heard a rumpus in the dark and went down after them. I found them both in a ditch alongside the road, out cold.
What? Who did it?
I didn't wait for them to come to tell me. I hurried back here.
May have been police or FBI men in that truck.
Exactly what I was thinking, Jones, and so I'm getting out. I stopped by to tip you off and pick up my kryptonite. I'll take the back road down the mountains through the woods.
You're crazy. You can't leave now.
I'm not tangling with the police, Jones. They've got too much on me. Let me have that kryptonite.
We can't give it to you. It's in the cyclotron.
Well, get it out and hurry.
Don't be a fool, Arthur. We've got Superman in there. In a minute or two, we'll finish him.
Yeah, well, maybe I can and maybe I can't, and I'm not waiting. Now, will you get it out for me?
Don't move, Arthur.
Put down that gun, Jones.
No. You're not going to upset my plans, you stupid coward.
The police, you
There's
fool.
plenty of time to take care of Superman before they get here.
They might be hiding in the woods outside right now. It's pitch dark. They can sneak
This
up there.
laboratory is built of stone and steel. Walls are 3 feet thick. Noshima,
Yes, Mr. Jones.
close the outside door and bolt it. Hurry!
But listen to me, Jones.
Don't move, Arthur. You'll never move again. Close and bolt the door, Noshima.
But the Laffer might be right. If many police come, we should escape before they reach you.
Will you do as I say? Or shall I shoot you?
No. Do not shoot. I will do as you say.
Hurry!
You're crazy, Jones. I should have known better than to hook up with you. What if the walls are 3 feet thick? We can't stay here forever. We'll be trapped like rats.
No, we won't. At least I won't. I have a plan. I always have a plan.
Mr. Let him have it, Batman. I've got him, Robin. Let go. No, you don't. Mr. Jones. It's Batman and Robin.
Those two again. I'll take care of them.
Hit the floor, Robin.
They got the jack. And now we'll get you. What happened to the lights?
Batman turned them off.
Come on, Robin. Up and at 'em. Right beside you, Pappy. I can't see them.
There they are.
You okay, Robin? Never better. I see a big fat shadow ahead.
That's the Laffer, and he's for me.
Oh, yeah? Come and get me.
Well, here I come. Get Jones, Robin.
Check.
How do you like that, Laffer? Come on, Laffer. Let's see you laugh.
I'll murder you, Batman.
Yeah, try it, fat stuff. And try this on your bazooka.
Oh!
And this. That takes care of our laughing friend. Robin. Hey, Robin, where are you?
Looking for Jones. Where are you, Jonesy? I've got something for you.
So have I. Speak up, Jones.
Stay away.
Oh, he's off to the right.
Stay away, I said. Or I'll turn the dial on the cyclotron, and Superman will be finished. He's inside.
Christopher Columbus.
He's bluffing.
Got my hand on the dial. If I hear you take one step toward me, and I warn you, I've got ears like a cat, I'll turn the dial, and Superman will die.
Who are you trying to kid?
I'll show you. Look. Look at this glass plate on the control board. You can see him.
Jeepers, he's right, Batman. Superman is in the cyclotron.
Yes.
Now, listen to me. I want you both to walk back to the door. Turn on the lights when you get there so I can see you. Then walk out of the door. Get started and I'll turn the dial, and that'll be the end of Superman.
What'll we do, Batman?
I don't know, chum. It looks like he's got us.
Helpless, torn with indecision, Batman and Robin stand in the darkness while a few feet away at the huge control board, Mr. Jones holds his hand on one of the innumerable dials. What will happen? Having fought their way into a mountain laboratory where Superman is helpless in a huge atom-smashing cyclotron, Batman and Robin disposed of the Laffer, only to be stopped by the cunning Mr. Jones. Standing in the dark laboratory, his hand on one of the many dials on the great control board, Mr. Jones threatens that unless Batman and Robin leave, he will twist the dial and destroy Superman. Batman and Robin discuss their predicament in low tones.
What'll we do, Batman?
Start walking to the door, I said. I'll count to 3. If you don't start by then, I'll turn the dial.
Okay. You win, Jones.
I always win. All right. Walk to the door. Turn on the lights there and then leave.
Okay. We can't trust him, Robin. He'll turn that dial as soon as we're out of the place.
Sure he will.
Then let's take him in fast. He's just off to the right.
Check.
I'll start counting. 1.
Come on, Robin.
Forward! All right. I intended to finish Superman anyhow. Now, in a moment, Superman will be dead.
Oh, yeah? I've got him, Robin. Turn off the cyclotron.
Okay, take someone for me.
Wait! You hear that? In a few seconds, the Kryptonite atoms will bombard Superman
off, Robin. Hurry!
I'm trying to, but there are 100 dials and levers and gadgets on this board. I don't know which is which.
Which is the right dial, Jones? Hurry and tell us the right...
No! You've got me, but Superman will die. In only a few seconds
Robin, for
now...
Pete's sake!
Nothing happens. Help me, Batman.
Okay, come here, Jones.
I can show you how to turn it off, but I won't. Superman will die. He'll die.
Frantically, Batman and Robin twist dials and press levers on the huge control board, seeking in vain to stop the atomic chain reaction of the kryptonite, which is now beginning. And within the great cyclotron, Superman lies helpless as the green lightning flashes and forks toward him. Have Batman and Robin battled so gallantly against such great odds to save their famous friend, only to fail at the very end? Don't miss tomorrow's smashing climax of our story, fellows and girls. Amazing and exciting things happen. So be sure to tune in, same time, same station, and thrill to The Adventures of Superman.
Give a hip, hip hooray, gang. It's back. For you and me, now there's Kellogg's famous Variety. That's the swell variety carton with 10 separate generous packages of Kellogg's cereals, including Kellogg's Pep, Rice Krispies, shredded wheat, corn flakes, crumbles, and 40% bran flakes. Each box in Kellogg's Variety holds a fresh, crisp, heaping portion. Just help yourself to your favorite kind. Makes breakfast a picnic of fun. So ask Mom to get Kellogg's Variety right away. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, we shall learn whether Batman and Robin will be able to save the life of the Man of Steel. We'll take you to the scene on Mount George in a moment. But right now, here is your announcer with a friendly tip.
Say, gang, just in case Mom should ask, here's what to tell her about why you like Kellogg's Pep for breakfast. First of all, this super delicious whole wheat flake cereal tastes a doggone good. It's crisp as can be and loaded with sunny, golden toasted flavor. Then Kellogg's Pep is good for you. Got extra amounts of 2 important vitamins you need. That's vitamin B1, an energy vitamin, and good old sunshine vitamin D. And, of course, you get a new comic button for your collection every time Mom opens a new package of Pep. Maybe it's Kale, that little whippersnapper who sleeps in dresser drawers, or Smokey Stover in his brilliant red fireman's cap. Maybe Superman himself. Now, if it's a duplicate, like one you already have, well, that's even more fun because then you can trade with your pals and still add a new comic strip character to your collection and wear it pinned to your jacket or your dress or cap. So how about asking Mom to get you some Kellogg's Pep tomorrow? That's the only way you can get these smart-looking buttons, you know. You don't send in any money, not even a box top, and you can't buy them anywhere. But there's a comic button for you in every package of P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek. Now, the adventures of Superman.
Overpowered by a solution of kryptonite, the deadly radioactive element which robs him of his great strength, Superman was taken to a secret laboratory on a mountain near Metropolis. There he was placed in a gigantic cyclotron, a huge atom-smashing machine. And Mr. Jones, the murderous leader of the Crescent and Star Gang and a Japanese scientist, prepared to destroy him by bombarding him with the shattered atoms of the kryptonite. Batman and Robin arrived in time to overpower Jones's henchmen. But in the darkness, Jones managed to reach the control board of the cyclotron and start the deadly atomic bombardment. As we continue now, in the dark laboratory, Batman and Robin are working desperately with the dials and levers on the great control board in an effort to shut off the current. Mr. Jones, attempting to escape, has been knocked out by Batman. Listen.
Batman, how do you turn this thing off?
We've got to find the right dial or lever.
Sure, but which one? There are dozens of them, and it's pitch dark.
Let's try them all. No, wait, Robin.
Why?
You try the dials. They're in rows on the left side of the control board. I'll try the levers on the right. One of them must be the master control.
Okay.
Hurry, Robin. Something's exploding inside the machine. If we turn this thing off soon, it'll be the end of Superman.
How do you know?
Look at the ground glass window on the control board. It shows what's going on in the cyclotron. See the flashes of green lightning?
Oh, yes. And look at poor Superman lying there. Oh, jeepers, they're getting louder.
Hurry, Robin. Hurry.
I've tried every one of these dials.
We'll try them again.
Can't we get the cyclotron door open?
It's not in the dark. We haven't time to look for a light switch.
Oh, look at the green lightning now. It's starting to hit Superman.
Oh, I'm afraid he's done for. Say, Robin, we must have found the master control. The lightning's fading out.
Oh, I hope it's not too late.
Don't touch the dials now. Don't touch anything. That does it. All quiet.
Oh, my knees are like water. Do you suppose we got it turned off in time to save Superman?
We'll find out once we get some light. Where's the switch?
At the end of the room, near the door. Got it?
Not yet. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's better. Now to get that cyclotron door open. Let me at it, Robin.
Okay, turn the handle. That does it. Oh, golly, Superman looks...
Never mind. Take hold of his leg now and pull.
Right.
There we are. Now, let's see.
Is he alive?
I'm alive.
Here, Robin.
Hallelujah.
Get me away from Kryptonite in cyclotron.
You bet. Here, lend a hand, Robin.
Right. He's a big boy, isn't he?
Oh.
Okay, this is far enough. Feel better, Superman?
I'm pretty weak, but I'll be all right. Soon.
Sure you will.
Oh, 30 seconds more, though. Would have been all over. Much obliged, boys.
Forget it. You saved our hatch a couple of times.
Particularly in Mr. Jones's room 0.
Speaking of Mr. Jones, where is he?
Hey, that's what I want to know. You slapped him down right here, Batman.
Well, he must have come to and beat it when we were working on the control board. And the Lapper got away, too.
Oh, wait. I see them.
You do?
Where?
Jones is running down the mountain through the woods. The Lapper and several of his men are driving along the main road in a car.
Oh, and we haven't got a car.
Don't worry. I'll collect our murderous friends.
You?
But you can't.
I'm all right now. You fellas stay here and guard that cyclotron. What's left of the Kryptonite is in it. I'll be back soon with the police.
Right. Good luck, Superman.
Thanks. Through that door. Now, up and away! Now, let's see. There's Mr. Jones. Thought he got away from me again, did he? Well, he's in for a little shock. Down and grab him. Down! Surprise, Mr. Jones. Hang on to your atomizer. We're going for a ride. Up and away!
Carrying the completely frightened leader of the Crescent and Star gang, Superman takes off after the car in which the Lapper and his crew are attempting to escape, swooping down on them like an avenging eagle. After delivering them all to the Metropolis Police Headquarters, he returns to the laboratory on Mount George with Inspector Henderson and a department scientist. He looks on as the balance of the kryptonite is destroyed in the cyclotron. The next morning, once more in his guise and garb of the mild-mannered reporter, Clark Kent, he enters Editor Perry White's office in the Daily Planet.
Good morning, Chief.
Huh? Oh, good morning, Kent.
Like the story I got last night?
Story?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean about Superman, Batman, and Robin nailing Mr. Jones in the Lapper?
And the kryptonite. Jones swears both the stolen pieces were in the atomic pile in the cyclotron, so all of Superman's worries are over.
That's fine.
Say, incidentally, I just stopped at headquarters. Jones broke down and told Inspector Henderson where he'd hidden the records of the Crescent and Star gang. Henderson is turning handsprings of joy. Now he can finish mopping up one of the worst confidence rings in the country.
Good.
Oh, and the police rescued Jones's brother, you know, the nice little music teacher? Jones was planning to rub him out.
Nice story, Kent. Nice story.
Hey, now, look, I'm not asking for any bouquets, but considering that we did scoop the town on a terrific story, you might show a little more enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm?
Yes. You might at least say, nice story, as if you meant it. Or you might even give me a $5 raise. Well, come to think of it, I haven't had one for quite a while. Little raise is good for morale.
A raise,
Mhm.
yes, a raise. Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with you, Chief?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's Lois.
Lois?
Yes, she's been acting very strangely the last few days. Hasn't been herself at all.
What do you mean?
Well, this morning, before I left my house to come to the office, she called me.
Yes?
She said she was resigning from the Daily Planet.
What?
That's right. Wouldn't give any reason, just said she was resigning.
Well,
When I tried to argue with her, she said it was no use, that she was through. Then she burst out crying and hung up. And when I called her back, there was no answer.
no answer. That's funny.
Puzzled, Clark Kent stares at his deeply worried editor. Lois resigning. What does this mean? We'll return in a moment for the really startling climax of today's episode. In his office at the Daily Planet, Editor Perry White has just told Clark Kent that Lois Lane, Star Girl reporter, has resigned under mysterious circumstances.
Lois resigned from the Planet. Why, that's impossible, Chief.
Yes, that's what I would have said. Lois, why, she's a part of this paper. She's like my own daughter.
Yes, I know. She didn't give any reason?
No, I asked her if it was a question of money, but she said that had nothing to do with it.
She refused to discuss it. When I tried to question her, she burst out crying and hung up.
That's odd. You say she's been acting strangely?
Yes, for several days now, while you were away on the Jones story.
Oh?
At times, she seemed to be in a trance. You talked to her and she didn't hear you.
What?
At other times, she was nervous and irritable. Fly off the handle if you so much as asked her how she felt.
Well, that doesn't sound like Lois at all.
Oh, no, of course it doesn't. Her work has fallen off, too. You should see how she botched up a Sunday feature assignment. Well, you'd swear a cub reporter had written it.
Well, did you talk to her about it?
Why, of course I did. I talked to her like a Dutch uncle. I told her I knew something was bothering her. And if she'd tell me what it was, I'd do everything I could to help her.
And what happened?
Well, she flew into a towering rage and told me to stop persecuting her.
Persecuting?
Those were her very words. She said I'd been persecuting her for years and it had to stop.
Well, I'll be darned.
Kent, can you imagine that? Me persecuting her? Why, there's nothing I wouldn't do for Lois.
You know, it sounds to me as if she's in some sort of trouble, Chief.
Why, of course she is. But she won't tell me what it is.
Oh, here she is now. Well, morning, Lois.
Good morning. Hello there, Lois. Oh.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
About you? Why,
You were? I could tell by the way you suddenly stopped when I came in.
Oh, now, just a minute,
You
Lois.
stay out of this, Clark. You were talking about me, weren't you, Chief?
Why, as a matter of fact, I was telling Kent about your sudden resignation.
I knew it. You're always talking about me, trying to poison people against me.
What?
Ever since I came to work for you, you've been persecuting me, spying on me, nagging me, and then talking about me behind my back.
Lois.
You thought I didn't know, but I did.
Well, of all the... Now, look here, Lois.
Chief. Listen, Lois, I don't know what's come over you, but...
I've come to my senses, that's all. And I told you to stay out of this, Clark.
I'm sorry.
This is between Perry White and me, and I'm going to settle it once and for all. Nobody can ruin my life, drive me out of my mind.
Ruin your life? Why, well, you're crazy.
There, you see? You said it. That's what you've been telling everyone, that I'm crazy.
What?
Well, I'm not, and you're not going to make me crazy.
Lois, control yourself. You don't know what you're saying.
Oh, yes, I do. My eyes were closed for a long time, but they're open now.
Oh, now look.
I know how to take care of myself, and I'll show you that I do. With this,
Lois!
Put that gun down, Lois.
not until I fired a bullet into that ugly, scheming brain of yours. Goodbye, Mr. White. Goodbye.
Shocked with horror, Perry White and Clark Kent stand frozen in their tracks as the wild-eyed girl reporter levels a pistol at the gray-haired editor and tightens her finger on the trigger. What has happened to Lois? And what will happen to Perry White? Well, fellows and girls, we're starting a brand new and exciting Superman mystery adventure tomorrow. It's different, packed with thrills and chills, and you won't want to miss a single chapter of it. So, tune in tomorrow and every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, and follow The Adventures of Superman.